From a small town in East Germany to the grand stages of European football, Toni Kroos' journey is nothing short of legendary. A story of rejection, perseverance, and ultimate triumph. Friends, welcome to Football Corner, and this is how Toni Kroos went from being a reject to a generational legend. Let's go. We all look at Toni Kroos today and see him as an absolute legend of the game. A World Cup winner, 6 Champions League trophies, dozens of domestic titles, and multiple individual awards to his name. In fact, he's the only footballer in history to have won a World Cup and at least 5 Champions League trophies. But there was a time when Toni Kroos, despite his immense talent and footballing intelligence from a young age, was absolutely disrespected and underappreciated. It's almost insane to think that a youngster with his skill would get that sort of treatment. Just as he was becoming a rising star, he simply asked Bayern for a slight increase in his wages. But he wasn't just told no. They flat out told him they wouldn't pay him more because he wasn't a world-class player. Such a shame. Sadly, being overlooked was nothing new for Toni Kroos during his early years in Germany. Despite being only 17, his athleticism and speed might not have stood out, but his calmness under pressure, precise passing, incredible vision, and deep understanding of the game were extraordinary. His talent shone brightly at the 2007 Under-17 World Cup, where he earned the Golden Ball as the best player of the tournament, showcasing his remarkable abilities even as a teenager. Remarkably, Kroos also netted the 3rd most goals, earning the bronze shoe in the tournament. Despite these achievements, he was only ranked 27th on the list of the top wonder kids of 2007, trailing behind players like Fabio Coentrão, Angel Di Maria, Alexander Panto, and Giovanni Dos Santos. In those days, and even now, to some extent, the spotlight often shines brightest on the speed and flashy skills. Kroos didn't excel in these areas, but he had something far more crucial: a genius footballing brain. Surprisingly, even in Germany, he didn't receive the recognition he deserved. At age 17, when he debuted for Bayern in the UEFA Cup, Kroos assisted Miroslav Klose with a vital stoppage time goal. Soon after, he scored a decisive free kick, showcasing his incredible talent. Yet, instead of acknowledging his brilliance, the former Bayern general manager and chairman downplayed the achievement, claiming that anyone, including himself and the reporter, could have scored that goal. The lack of respect for Kroos continued, despite his evident talent and composure as a young prodigy. Bayern Munich chose not to nurture him further and instead loaned him out to Bayer Leverkusen. In 2009, despite Kroos being the Golden Ball winner at the under-17 level and excelling in qualifiers, the German manager inexplicably omitted the 19-year-old from the squad for the under-21 European Championship. Undeterred by these setbacks, Kroos remained focused and continued to gain experience. When Jupp Heynckes took charge at Leverkusen, he quickly recognized Kroos' potential and handed the 19-year-old the starting role. While Kroos may not have had the flashy appeal of German peers like Mesut Ozil and Marco Reus, who were regular starters at the clubs, his playmaking skills were lethal. He made a significant impact, scoring 5 goals and providing 4 assists in just 5 matches. Kroos' performances earned him consecutive Player of the Month awards in December and January, highlighting his exceptional abilities and resilience in the face of earlier snubs. When his time at Leverkusen came to an end, Kroos was eager to return to Bayern Munich and demonstrate that he deserved a starting role with the historic German giants. With Jupp Heynckes now at the helm of Bayern, Kroos was naturally selected as a regular starter. Not out of favorism, but solely based on his exceptional ability. Kroos embodied precision on the pitch, much like a sniper who doesn't need to move much, but sets their mark and hits the target flawlessly. His passing skills were exceptional, zipping the ball across the pitch with speed and precision while perfectly gauging the weight needed to reach his intended target. Moreover, his ability to anticipate and understand his teammates' movements was greatly underrated. Kroos consistently delivered the perfect pass at the right moment, showcasing his footballing intelligence and integral role in Bayern's gameplay. But his nickname as a sniper wasn't just about his passing precision, it also applied to his shooting prowess. Kroos combined ferocity with careful aim when taking shots, and his strikes were known for their range and excitement. However, like a sniper, Kroos didn't indiscriminately shoot throughout the game. He strategically chose these moments, taking his time to build plays and maintain possession. Despite not being the best dribbler or the quickest player, even at a young age, Kroos was incredibly difficult to press. His awareness of both his opponent's position and his teammates' movements was exceptional. He possessed an innate understanding of spatial dynamics on the pitch, consistently knowing where to distribute the ball effectively. But maybe that's why Kroos was often seen as a somewhat boring player in Germany. He is famously known as Querpass Toni, which means side pass Tony in English. While he does a lot of those, which some might find boring, they're crucial to setting up those key shots that break through defenses like a sniper's precision. Unlike players known for flashy dribbling like Iniesta or those who excel with long aerial passes like Xabi Alonso, Kroos doesn't fit into those categories. Instead, he prefers quick passes along the ground with accuracy, much like a sniper's aim. This worked well at Bayern, especially with players like Bastian Schweinsteiger providing defense and Thomas Müller creating space. Kroos played a key role in controlling Bayern's pace, waiting for the right moment to disrupt the other team's structure with his passes. His ability to control and pass efficiently was crucial for Bayern's strategy during his time there. Despite his youth, he played a crucial role in Bayern's journey to the Champions League final, where they unfortunately lost to Chelsea in a penalty shootout. Things were looking promising for Kroos as Bayern recognized his talents and gave him an even more pivotal role in three-man midfield, entrusting him to orchestrate their attacks. During that season, Bayern appeared unstoppable. However, in the Champions League quarter-final against Juventus, Kroos suffered the worst injury of his relatively injury-free career. This injury sidelined him for the remainder of the season, including the crucial final weeks. Despite being injured towards the end of the season, Bayern went on to achieve an iconic treble in 2012-2013, winning every possible title. Kroos remained one of the team's most important players, yet he continued to be underappreciated even by many fans and Bayern's management. This lack of recognition was nothing new for Kroos, as Bayern boasted other great players like Robben, Ribéry, Müller, Schweinsteiger, Lahm and more, after overshadowing his crucial contributions as their midfield sniper. What made it worse was not just the lack of recognition, but outright disrespect and undervaluation of his contribution to Bayern Munich. Bayern signed Mario Götze and showered him with attention, almost as if he were a replacement for Kroos. It was almost implied that Götze was more valuable and overall better than Kroos. When Kroos entered contract negotiations with Bayern's CEO, he sought a wage increase, knowing that the club's financial commitments to players like Götze. Despite being an integral player, earning 6 million euros annually, Kroos requested a raise to around 10 million, a figure commensurate with top players like Kevin De Bruyne today. However, Rummenigge offered only 6.5 million, stating bluntly that Kroos wasn't a world-class player deserving of more. In 2014 World Cup, at just 24 years old, Kroos proved his worth on the global stage. He started every match, scored 2 goals, provided 4 assists, and was named man of the match in Germany's historic victory over Brazil. Ironically, Brazilians even nicknamed him Garçon, meaning waiter, for delivering precise passes to strikers. Despite his achievements, Kroos remained underappreciated by German fans compared to players like Müller, Schweinsteiger, and Ozil. According to the Castrol Performance Index, Kroos had the highest rating of any player in the tournament, an outstanding 9.79 out of 10. Yet, the lack of praise persisted, performing Kroos to leave Bayern and Germany for Real Madrid, where he received the recognition and respect he deserved. His move paid off immensely, establishing him as one of the best midfielders of the last decade and one of the greatest passers in football history. Critics may label him a side pass merchant, but Kroos' influence as one of the game's finest passers cannot be denied. He ranks among the elite midfielders of his era alongside legends like Iniesta, Xavi, Modric, Silva, Alonso, and De Bruyne, a true midfield legend whose impact on the game will be remembered for generations. Friends, thank you for joining us on this journey through Toni Kroos' remarkable career. To stay updated on more football stories and legends, consider subscribing to Football Corner channel. Your support keeps the game alive. See you next time.